check. K6USY, Delta Mike 06. vessel. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
KJ6TY.
I hear ya. Not very strong, but I hear ya.
Yeah, too strong, but it works.
I'm surprised you're not making it up to Mike as strong as I am, but maybe just because my antenna's up a little bit higher. And there's our fearless leader. Hi, Mike. KQSY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
I got you, Aaron. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I fell asleep in the chair. It was so nice and warm.
No worries. And we have Ron in there with his new horizontal beam. You might have to see if you can coax him out. Go ahead, Ron.
You mean at Tascadero?
No, KJ6TYO.
I'll hear him.
All right, KJ6TYO. I think I have it aimed at you, Mike.
Well, there you go. Yeah, big loud signal. Good signal.
Yeah, same here. Wow, a lot better.
Yeah, and a little bit better of a bounce, too. You came up for me, too.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I told you we could bounce off the mountains.
There you go.
WA6AJ727.
Hi, Mike.
Good evening, Mike. Bill should be coming up pretty quick. We could not get a hold of Ralph.
Really? That's was he not there, or was there just no propagation?
Didn't hear him at all. Bill or I did not hear him, and we tried for 15 minutes.
Well, isn't it better at 7:45 when he comes up?
Well, it could be, but on his email he says he'll be calling to the north at 7:20. So.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hope it's okay.
AA6S 800.
I hear you, Bill.
Okay.
And maybe we ought to go over and get a Tascadero, and then you could bounce back and see if Ralph's going to get there at 7:45.
Okay, I'll head down towards whatever.
Let's go get a Tascadero. He should be in there. He said he would be.
Roger.
I'll go down and try Ralph again.
Yeah, it sounds like he's in there, Mike.
I get him. I hear him a little bit.
Yeah, I just hear Bill's half.
KW6S, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike. This is 610.
Yeah, good evening. You're popping in and out there. Maybe something's not making a good connection. Anyway, good evening. Bill should be here in a minute. He's down finishing up with the W6QUI in a Tescadero, over.
Okay, well, I'll pay attention here. Maybe I wasn't keeping my knee against the keying paddle here under the desk.
That was okay.
Well, I was paying attention to what my knee was doing. I use a lever underneath for push-to-talk that I just kind of bump to the side with my knee, and once in a while I get a little lazy, I think.
That's okay. Very good. Anyway, you're sounding good, and we never did find out what happened to Lee last night, but maybe we'll find out tomorrow night.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I hope so. Be good to get him back on. I know he's got a lot of stuff ripped apart and rebuilding, and after spending all day with it, maybe he just doesn't want to go sit down and work with it anymore in the evening.
I understand. Okay, well, you're sounding pretty good. It's not as strong as I would hope it would be, but maybe I'm not pointed quite at you there. Anyway, good evening to you. We won't keep it. We're going to get back in the house and have dinner, but Matt wasn't home yet, so we came out here. Judy's in-house trying to wrap up. We're going to help out with anything that Matt needs for dinner. When I walked out, he wasn't home yet, so he's running late. He's got lots of projects, and if we can help him fix dinner, that helps. We just didn't want to start it because sometimes he walks in last minute and he's got everything prepared. Anyway, back to you, Tom, and I think you might want to take a listen and see if you can hear AA6S, and WA6AAJ is in here also.
Okay, yeah, WA6AAJ. I think it's about the same heading I'm on here now with you, and I've got to move almost 30 degrees for Bill down there. So, yeah, I should be here tomorrow night, and I'll see if I can roust up Lee here. WA6AJ, KW6S.
He may still be down trying to work Ralph. They didn't hear him the first go-around.
Okay, well, I'll turn down and see if I can get Bill. Once Bill tries to listen or talk to the Bay Area, I can usually hear him even if he's not on me here. Otherwise, I'll catch you tomorrow night. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, give Bill a call and we'll stand by. K6MYC, Bozo Net.
K6KLY.
I hear you, Russ, K6KLY. Good evening. Stand by just a second. Let's let Tom see if he can work Bill down there. Stand by a second, Russ.
AA6S, 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 KW6S.
I don't hear him either. They may be still tangled up with QUI. much of anything, Russ, so why don't you pick it up? If you can copy me, and I'll peek on you there. K6KLY, K6MYC, over.
Mike, K6KLY, Belmont, and I should be around 285 as usual. And nothing much going on here. We're all recovered from Dayton. And on 6 meters, there's a guy out on E6, but he hasn't made it over here yet. He's only been working JA so far. All right, back to you, K6MYC, K6KLY.
Yeah, where's the guy on 6? What country?
Echo 6.
Okay, where is that?
Down, well, let me get the number here for you. Hold on.
Okay, I think I know. It's one of the other islands. It's got 2 call signs.
W6PQL.
Good evening, Jim.
Yeah, there's the Niue Island.
Niue, yes, that's it. Okay. Well, good. I don't know. I haven't heard anything on 6 here, but I'm waiting for him to come up on sideband. Ha. All right. Here, Jim in here. So I'm glad you're all recovered from Dayton. And the next weekend, last weekend, was the flea market down here, and Tom and a few others from the Bay Area came down. But I knew you were wasted up on flea markets from Dayton. Hi. You take it, and then we'll turn it. You can turn it over to Jim. I'm sure Jim is hearing you okay. K6KLY with W6PQL, K6MYC. Go ahead, Rod.
Yeah, okay, Mike, no problem up here. Jim is just taking the S meter as always. So pick it up, Jim.
Okay,
good try, Ron. He's real weak, but I got him.
My stay over here was in the 80s where I was, and only 80 in Fremont. I golfed today down in San Jose, and it was a little...
Stand by, Mike.
Too much. And I heard 775 in there, so 7075, go ahead and pick it up, Mike, in Daly City.
And the group, hello, from KB6WFD 775 in Daly City, Charlie Mike 87, over.
Really, quite a good signal for 1296 from you, Mike. I don't think I've ever heard you any better. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775, K6MYC, very steady, over.
Roger. Good, we're having a good day.
Very good. Alrighty, thanks much. And let me just pick up one other down south. WA6AAJ, did you get Ralph? Is that what you said, Mike?
Roger, Mike. He was real weak, but we got it. And so he's on the air, and Bill's going to go try him.
Okay, very good. I got him logged in here. And I've also got, we had you standing by for Tom, but you were still busy with Ralph, so he didn't hear either you or Bill, over.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, just real bad propagation down there.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Alrighty, thanks for checking in here. Let's see if anybody's hearing you. W6PQL, do you hear AAJ? WB6JNN, good evening, Jim, 285. Hang on a sec. Where did PQL go?
Oh, I'm here. I was talking with XYL. Go ahead.
Okay, I wondered if you heard WA6AAJ, Mike, here, over.
He's swinging back around.
A little bit earlier, but it was on the live stream. Was that who I heard on the live stream?
Mike, are you copying anything from Jim, W6PQL?
No, I was pointed the wrong way. I didn't get my beam around in time. I'm getting there. Few more seconds.
Okay, stand by, Jim. They're just bringing their antennas around toward you there. W6PQL with WB6JNN and others, K6MYC.
Okay, I'll stand by.
Mike had a good signal. He was stronger than you, Jim, over.
Yeah, it seems like propagation is okie dokie today.
Mike, Mike should be there now. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, W6PQL, WA6AJ. Hello, Jim. A little weak right now, but I can copy you.
Yeah, WA6AJ. You in there, Mike? It's not too far to copy on my end, but were you there? W6AJ, W6PQL.
Roger, W6PQL, WA6AJ. Yeah, very bad propagation right now, but got you copied. 73.
Okay, Mike, 73. Thanks for the contact.
Okay, very good, Mike. Let's see, WB6JNN. Go ahead, Jim, make a transmission. We'll peek on you there. WB6JNN, K6MYC in the group.
K6MYC, WB6JNN, Willie Baker 6, Japan, Norway, and yeah, you're about S7. You're not as strong as you are sometimes, but you're doing okay. And I just got in here, so I guess I timed that about right. 285 is the number, and that's WB6JNN.
Yeah, no, we got you fine. You're actually louder than Jim. W6PQL is not up to snuff this evening there. But we copied him. We got KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6KLY. And we're missing KB6BA. But overall doing pretty well here. So back to you, Jim, and we can take a standby and see who else is left in the Bay Area there. We might be able to get KB6JSM, John there. You might listen for KB6JSM in San Jose.
That's okay.
What was that? I think I heard JSM standing by. Is that what you said?
It's okay.
I can't tell. Too short to transmissions. I can't tell who's doing what here. Jim, you take it, and then we'll take a standby for JSM. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike, SOK had broken in there, and so you'd listen for him after I finish here. But anyway, nothing much to report here. My Bible study today, and then we had some nice ribs and barbecue, so we were happy, all happy when we left the dinner. WB6JNN.
Yeah, very good. And barbecue and all. We aren't doing any barbecuing tonight. In fact, Matt was not home when I came out here, so I don't know what we're doing for dinner. It's still up in the air. Hi. I did hear you, Fred. So, Fred, take a transmission, and I'll see if I can peek on you a little bit. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo, K6MYC.
Okay, thanks, Jim, and yeah, good evening, Mike. So, well, it was kind of like 80 degrees today, like Jim was saying, but it's supposed to get really hot on Saturday, so I'm not looking forward to the heat wave coming up in the next few days. But it's nice and breezy and cool right now, so I got the windows open, airing out the house, so that's nice. Anyway, you got an okay signal. I think it was on an S7 over here, so see that if you can peek on me a little bit. Let's see what else can I mention. Yeah, it's just going to get really hot in the next few days. Probably be even hotter down where you live. We'll see. All right, Mike, back to you. KD6 SOK 517.
Yeah, well, we're about 90 right now at this time, but we're going to be over 100. I think either by tomorrow or Thursday we're supposed to hit 103, Fred, so it's going to get warmer quicker, and we're trying to get our work done. The last of the weeding and stuff, the heavy stuff, has got one more day. I thought I'd get to it today, and I got some of it done, but I had to fix a broken water pipe, and that took the rest of the day. It's half a day repairing and half a day picking up weeds, Fred. That's my life. KD6 SOK, thanks very much for checking in here, Fred. Great to hear you. Good signal. A little motorboating, a real fast motorboating sound on you, but otherwise it's good copy. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks. Mike. Yeah, there was water. I fixed a lot of sprinkler systems in my time, and there's always a lot of work. Digging out the pipes and refitting everything and kept burying everything. It took like half a day at least. Anyway, get those weeds. They keep coming back. Good to hear you, Mike. You sound good.
Yeah, thank you. Well, what happens was, the reason it takes so long, first of all, you have to dig a little bit of dirt out so you can get down to the broken pipe. And then I had to cut off the bad section because it was one of those that was welded, you know, a PVC weld. And then I had to find, and I realized when I cut it off that the pipe size that I was looking into was bigger than I expected. It was 1 inch or 3/4 inch tubing instead of ½ inch, which is normally in that area. So I had to go sort around and look for a different size fitting. I had them. I had 5 fittings that would do the job, so I had plenty of spares, but it takes a while to go to my storage bin and sort through them and find them all. Between that and, couldn't find my glue. I had put my glue somewhere, and that covered up by a paper towel thing or something. And then, one thing after another, and next thing you know, 3 hours have passed, and you haven't done anything. Took 2 minutes to glue the new fitting on and finish that up. 7-3, Fred. We'll see you on. Have a good weekend, or we'll see you on Wednesday, perhaps. Oops, I got a phone call here. Rob, are you here? I don't have anybody to take it over. Guys, just chat amongst yourself for a second. Let me see who's the phone line.
Yeah, I'm here. Grab the wrong mic.
AA success. Check Ralph in. Cheers, everybody. Good to hear you, everybody.
Okay, Bill. I think Mike also got him right.
Yeah, he had a good signal here. Very fast flutter, like he had, like I told him, like he had a fan in front of the microphone. Good strong signal, but very rapid flutter. But anyway, the signals were good. Okay, Rob, you take care. I'll get out of here. KM6SRR, AA6F.
Okay, Bill. Did you have a chance to talk to Ron, W6QUI over in Tascadero?
Yeah, I made it with Ron, too. I had to say that. Yeah, talked to Ron, and signals were not as strong as normal, but Q5. Go ahead.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, his schedule, we can never keep track when he's there, so it's good that you try. So thank you for that, KM6SR.
Roger, Rob, AA6S.
Do we have any other local bozos here in the Fresno area here? KM6SR with K6NYC out on a phone call, standing by.
Just those bozos who already checked in. K6USY. Hi, Dave. Hanging in there. Mike's on a phone call right now, but we'll make sure to get you down. Just sitting here running the live stream, and was working from home today, and which is always really nice after a 3-day weekend, because basically means, I only have to be in the office 2 days this week. Well, I work from home on Fridays as well, so anytime there's a Monday holiday, I get a nice long break from the office. Well, yeah, that does happen. I was on the road for a good 6 months and wasn't in the office very much, and then all of a sudden I'm back, and people are like, oh, wait, you still work here?
Exactly the way you want to keep it.
Yeah, I pride myself in making sure that most of the staff don't know who I am, and I want to keep it that way. you in there? Are you hearing Dave?
No, I'm not hearing Dave. K6VBG, I assume.
Yeah. Go ahead and put VBG down. And yeah, Dave, Rob's not hearing you right now. Must be a good phone call. Well, you could always just call him during the net to get a, and just check in that way because you know he'd answer.
I can barely hear Dave.
Which direction you pointed?
I'm pointing at him, so that's just weird. I'm right at him.
Yeah, Dave, do you hear KJ6TYO? He's got a new directional antenna. Go ahead, Ron.
Hey, Dave, K6VBG, KJ6TYO, and I'm pointing at you, but man, I can just barely hear him.
That's interesting. Yeah, I wonder if, Ron, I wonder if you need to get that antenna just up a little bit higher.
Probably so.
Okay, I'm back.
Copy on you pointing towards Dave, though. That's weird. I point at you and no signal. I point away from you and I have you with about 3.
Okay, I'm back, guys. K6MYC. Sorry about that. I had a ham in Illinois calling me with a question.
KB6PA.
Hi, Oliver. KB6PA 900. Good evening.
Good evening, Mike. Good signals tonight. Heard WA6AAJ earlier, pretty strong. Went for my last hike of the week this evening and back to computer stuff. K6MIC, KB6PA.
Yeah. Well, that's probably a good idea. I don't know how warm it is over there, but it's over 90 here, and it's going to get closer to 100 for the next couple of days, and one day is going to be 103, they say. Thursday, I think. So not a hiking day per se.
Yeah. Well, I like the warm weather. I run an attic plenum fan after sunset, and that cools things in the house very quickly. I never bought central air conditioning. All I've got is a portable unit with a big hose that goes into the fireplace, and so I can sit in my chair in my living room, and as long as I don't move, I'm very cool, but I only need to run that 2 or 3 times in the summer.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that sounds like you've got a small house and pretty easy to cool here. I haven't turned anything on here. We haven't turned on a swamp cooler or anything. I probably ought to go up there and do a little maintenance on the swamp coolers, but otherwise they usually just take off and go. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. We got almost everybody in the Bay Area here tonight.
Yeah, good to hear everyone. I guess I miss Ed Ingber, but hopefully he's pursuing his usual ham radio stuff, KB6PA.
Okay. Let me ask, let's see. Let me see if anybody, WB6JNN or W6PQL, did anybody else check in while I was on the phone, guys? Over.
Dave, DB.
Didn't hear any wells come up here locally.
Okay, somebody said something about Dave. Go ahead, Dave. Yeah, very, very, very weak, Dave. I must have you in a super null or something. But anyway, we've got you. K6BBG 971. We've got you, Dave. Thank you. Okay, was there anybody else in the Bay Area? K6MYC, Bay Area Bozo Net, cleaning out the cellar here, over.
Kilo 6, Whiskey India Sugar, Foothills, evening, Bay Area.
Okay, K6WIS, very good. Good evening, Paul. K6WIS. Did you say you have some other check-ins? How about Kent and Dave? Are they in here?
Negative. Your signal report is 551 to 552. This is Kilowatt 6, Whiskey India Sugar, Vanderbilt. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, I just asked if you had any other check-ins. You're Q5, but very weak, and I didn't have a chance to try and peek on you. But do you have any other check-ins beside yourself, Paul? Over.
That is a negative. Over.
Okay, very good. I moved the antenna a little bit, and you came up. All righty, very good. We're able to see you on the direct path also. I think we've just about got everybody in the Bay Area here. Thanks, guys. Good list tonight. Good, long, strong check-in list here.
KM6 SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine here. I grabbed the wrong mic when you asked if I was on earlier. We did get Ron, KJ6TYO 1009 was in there. And, of course, you got Dave. And the guys worked Ron, QUI, 1055. And I think you also got Ralph already. So that's it.
I know I got all those guys. Thank you. All right, let's see here. I think we'll move over and get N6RO. Here we go to Oakley. Here we are in Oakley, N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. Temperature range was somewhere in the mid-50s, and the high was 86. Supposed to cool off a little tomorrow, and then really get up to near 100 late in the week. Dinner's going to be steelhead trout and Brussels sprout. That's another rhyming dinner, N6RO.
Oh, wow, that's good. Well, that's going to be a good steelhead. I haven't had steelhead for a long time. Most people don't even know what steelhead are. That's more of a East Coast in Michigan. We always fish for steelhead. Anyway, good to hear you. And okay, on your give me your high. I think we were about 90, 95 today.
Yeah, the high was 86.
Well, maybe it was only 86 here. It just feels hotter. I'm sitting in a very hot shack too. All righty. Good to hear you, and thanks for being there on 1296. We got almost everybody in here tonight. I hope I can hear a little bit of KJ6KFB with his 10 watts here. And also KE6GLA, he's got 1296 as well. So hopefully I'll get some check-ins in the Sacramento area there. Thank you, Ken. I guess you're all rested up from the weekend.
Well, I'm still catching up on sleep, but I'm getting there. I'll be normal by tomorrow.
Okay. Very good. I'm not rested up. I keep falling asleep. In fact, I was a little late for the net. I fell asleep in front of the TV. I came in, I went out here about 7 and turned everything on, and went back in and sat down in the chair, and Judy was watching a bunch of different things bouncing back and forth in the channel selections, and I get bored with that, and the next thing I know I'm asleep. So I woke up right at 7:30, so there we are. Anyway, we made it, and it's a good net tonight. Quite a few people. I think we already have 20. So good to hear everybody. N6RO, Oakley, K6MYC. We'll see you tomorrow night.
You bet. Well, I'm glad we're getting more population on this band, especially when we get into the contest. We need to remind everybody of the contest.
Yes, sir. That's June 14, 15, and I'll have to start reminding everybody, and we'll try to do our normal thing, but we might try doing 1296 earlier. I don't know whether it makes sense to go to 222 and then to 1296 and then do 432 last, because we always have a good propagation on 432, it seems like, no matter what time we do it. But we might put 1296 in the middle of that, over.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, at least on a trial basis.
Yeah, and maybe if it sucks, we can try it after as well, because I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between two QTHs in order to do that. 222 is in the house, 1296 is in the barn, and 432 is back in the house again. So there you are. All right, see you tomorrow. K6 N6RO K6MYC. I haven't had dinner yet, so that's why I'm pushing here.
Yeah, okay. Well, all that travel between the barn and house is part of your exercise routine.
There you go.
See you tomorrow.
Roger. Okay, KJ6KFB. Not quite sure where to point for your signal, Darren. KJ6KFB, KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. KJ6KFB, K6MYC, calling and listening. KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB. I'm kind of moving the antenna back and forth trying to find you. Haven't heard anything yet. KJ6KFB or KE6GLA. We're also looking for UJ. KE6GLA. KE6GLA or KJ6KFB. K6MYC Bozo Net 1296 listing now, over.
756. Hopefully I caught it on the top of the page. KJ6KFB.
Q5, got your 756 and Q5, pretty good signal. And I didn't try to even peek on you, so the 10 watts is getting down here tonight, Darren. Congratulations. KJ6KFB 756, K6MYC, over. Okay, I'm hearing a voice in there, but I can't tell who it is. You took a big up fade, and now you've taken a big down fade. But anyway, good to hear you. We got you checked in all okay, Darren. And pretty good signal. Your whole check-in transmission was completely Q5. So really good to hear you there. KJ6KFB, I'll listen one more time, and then we'll listen hard for KE6GLA. This is K6MYC. Go ahead, Darren. Okay. You came up and down, up and down. You're right on the brink. You're right on the edge there. If you had another 3 or 4 dB, you'd be almost Q5, Darren. So you're doing pretty good with the 10 watts there. Hi. 7-3, and we'll see you tomorrow. KJ6KFB, thanks for another good check-in. K6MYC clear and looking for KE6GLA. KE6GLA, I moved the antenna more in your direction there, Jay. KE6GLA, KE6 Golf Lima Alpha. Go ahead. K6MYC, over. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6WIS. Are you hearing anybody else there, Paul? K6WIS, K6MYC, direct path. you come back, but I didn't get much. It's very weak. Very light at the moment. I'll try again. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. K6 MYC calling and standing by. Over. Okay, I'll try again for KE6GLA, Kilo Echo 6 Golf Lima Echo Alpha. KE6GLA, K6MYC, calling and listening. Go ahead, Jay. I'll call again and move the antenna a little bit at a time. KE6GLA, KE6GLA, K6MYC, over. KE6GLA, K6MYC, over. I believe I'm hearing a little signal in there. Let's just stay with it a minute or so and see if it comes up. I'll just keep calling and you keep responding. KE6GLA, KE6GLA, El Dorado Hills, K6MYC, over. I'm hearing voices. I just don't know who it is. That almost sounded like K6 Whiskey India Sugar, but I'm not sure. KE6GLA, KE6 Golf Lima Alpha, KE6GLA, El Dorado Hills, K6MYC Bozo Net, over. Is that 759? Let me come a little bit more. Was that 759, John? Is that you in there? KR6MR, over.
Roger, Mike. Good evening. KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Okay, got your 759. Have you heard anything from KE6GLA, over? I didn't get it. You come way up strong and then you were gone. I didn't get the answer. Have you heard anything from KE6GLA, John? Over. I can hear you. Keep hearing voices, but I just can't pull them out right now. Everybody's just right on the floor, noise floor there. KR6MR, and I'm looking also for KE6GLA, K6MYC, over. Be somewhere right around in this heading here. KE6GLA or KR6MR. KR6MR or KE6GLA. K6MYC, calling and listening, over. Okay, I'm going to go to Nevada. I'm going to go to Nevada and see if I can get Daniel, and then I'll come back and try one more time. I'll come back in a couple of minutes and try one more time. KE6GLA and KR6MR, K6MYC. I'm going to Nevada. I will come back. Over. Okay, here we are to Nevada. KE7UQL. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over. 711. I hear 711 and I hear 272 in there also. Thank you, John. Say again.
Central 620.
Say again. I'm doubling with you. Try it again.
Whiskey 6 Papa Echo. Whiskey 6 Papa Echo.
I got you, Mike. Thank you. W6PE. I forgot about you. You're always in a direction that doesn't ring my bell there. 620. We got you. Good evening, Mike. Hang on a second. I'm still looking for one other voice in there. Let me make sure I've got KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London. KE7UQL. I'm pretty sure I heard you. I'm pretty sure I heard 272. Go ahead, Daniel, over.
Roger. Here is 272. This is 272. Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, Lima. Delta Mike 09.
Yeah, I've got you that time. Solid copy. It's up and down, Daniel, but thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. I think we broke a record on the number of check-ins tonight. Very, very good to hear you. Thanks so much. Thank you very much for DMO9, Daniel. And check-in there, 272. We've got you. All righty. And Mike, let me shoot it back to you for a second, and I'll see if I can peek on you. I think I have to go a little further to the east for your bounce. W6 Papa Echo, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, W6PE. Yeah, I certainly got a good copy on you. Of course, you got a much stronger. Good to hear you on here. Good to be able to make the contact again here on board that. I think I'm going to have to engage with Dan Bishop from the band. W6PE. Is that Mike?
Okay, very good, Mike. Not very good. It's very, very marginal tonight. I think this is the weakest I've heard you that I can recall on 1296, so I can't get a bounce path tonight. But I've got you, and that's the main thing. You are checked in, and it's almost, well, I would say Q4. Q3 to Q4, right on the noise with some flutter distortion that's not helping either. Hi. Anyway, we'll look for you again tomorrow on 2 meters, which will be much, much easier copy, Mike. W6 Papa Echo, K6MYC.
Sounds really good, Mike. I'll take my station now and head off to bed. I got to start work tomorrow at 5 a.m., so it's going to be a early day.
Okay, 7-3. I think we've got them all. I don't think Larry's going to be in here. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, over. How about N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 VAZ, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 VAZ, K6MYC, calling and standing by. How about it, Eric? I don't think he's coming back till Thursday. Maybe that's what's wrong here. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, last call, N7 VAZ, Reno. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net, over. Okay, nothing heard. Let me go back to El Dorado Hills here. Okay, I'm going to start here. KE6 GLA, KE6 Golf Lima Alpha, K6 MYC. Over, Jay. I'll try again on another heading. KE6 GLA, KE6 GLA, K6 MYC. Over. Nothing heard. KE6 GLA, KE6 Golf Lima Alpha, K6 MYC. Over. K6 GLA, K6 Golf Lima Alpha, K6 MYC, calling and listening. Over, Jay. Okay, nothing heard. I guess we'll have to give up. We had two guys that we could have had. He's got 1296, and so does N7 VAZ. Otherwise, pretty much of a clean sweep tonight, Rob. Pretty good night. Lots of check-ins here. I got, how many did you get?
Let me count.
Must be in close to 30.
I've got 20. Well, wait a minute. We didn't get Jay, so I got to scratch him off. 24.
Oh, okay. Seems like more than 24, but I guess that's still a pretty good night, huh?
Yep. Did you get Daniel 272?
Yeah, I got Daniel.
Okay. Anybody else in Nevada? I was busy writing stuff down, and I goofed up and didn't send the stuff off last night because I had to take Canny over to Madera to go up to the San Francisco airport.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't know if Judy got a chance to do anything. She's way behind right now. Just she's over her head, Rob. Be patient.
Roger. No, I meant I was sending the stuff off normally every night, and I just found out that Ken, I guess, doesn't look at what I send him or doesn't care about me sending to him. So I'm going to take him off when I send it out to the Bozo IO group. I CC you and Ken.
Yes, okay. I would continue to CC me because sooner or later Judy might be able to pick this up. We're trying to clean up a lot of the little loose ends that are just bedraggling her over.
Yep, roger on that. Shoot, I wish he could move along a little better. I have no time to get anything done. I spent today, I've got a bad sore throat. I got what Aaron had, I guess. And if I got it from my wife, it took over 12 days for it to incubate and me to catch it, which is interesting because she's been having it ever since she got back from Scotland. And anyway, I spent half a day today out raking the disc fire break that I did. Once I go over 4 times and the weeds just don't get in the dirt, I have to rake them out of the way and then go over it.
Yeah, I know. There's always a drawback to no matter how you attempt to knock them down and get them out of there.
Yeah, I've seen these things. I don't know what they're called, but when they cut wheat or barley or things like that, and they just kind of lay it down into the ground there, there's a device that goes along and picks it up and swings it into a row or something like that with a bunch of spines on it. I got to see if I can find something like that because that might be good. I could put that on the tractor and then I just go blip, 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 and then that'd be it.
Well, I've got a hay picker-upper, but it's an old-fashioned one. I'm not sure it would work, but it's sitting there in the front, right out by the road. It's an old thing, an old farm piece of equipment, but it does have the tangs that go down and drag the ground to pick up the grass. Over.
Okay, so it's a yard art right now, huh?
It's a yard art, is correct, yes.
Well, I might be able to look at it and get some ideas if I could, make something like that. I don't want to take your prized yard art.
Oh, well, it's been there for 30 years. We kind of put it out there thinking that somebody that's collecting them and restoring old farm equipment would want it, but nobody's ever come and asked. Nobody's ever said one word about it. So I'm sure Myrna would be happy if you wanted to borrow it and give it a try.
Okay, next time I'm over, I have to look at it and see if I can hook it up to the tractor. And let's see, you reminded me about something, and I forgot what it was now.
It's just got a normal tow bar. I think a pin, a bolt is all it takes, and a tow bar.
Okay, it doesn't need to have a 3-point hitch or anything, huh?
Nothing special, no.
Okay. Well, I know what I wanted to ask you about. You were talking about last night when we were talking to Tom about a 1296 antenna that Marcus could get. You say you have a special arm or something where they're cheaper than what Tom was going to sell us his big one?
Yeah, I think Robert told me that he had reason to get rid of them. They want to move them. They have about 10 or 12 of them in stock, and he thought he would run a special on them. So best thing to do is call Robert at the plant, and maybe I'm pretty sure that's what he told me, but I wouldn't bet on it 100%. But I think that was the antenna he talked about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might be interested in more too. I've got 2 of yours right now. Would these be compatible with the older ones that I've got, where I could put up an array of 4?
Oh yeah, they're all compatible. I assume you have aluminum booms on the one you have, but if you don't, they could be converted to the aluminum boom. I'm sure that you have aluminum booms on yours. We did the aluminum boom because it raised the frequency of the antenna. Originally, they were cut for 1250, which was an Oscar band or something down there. Can't remember what was going on at 1250, TV band or something. But that market never really materialized, so all we've had to do really was take the fiberglass booms out and replace them with half-inch tubing, and then that raises the frequency of the antenna right up to perfect. Over.
Yeah, the ones I got, I bought them from Matt, and I think they have the aluminum boom, and they're the stamped kind for the elements there. You got 2 sets of stamped elements that you screw on.
Yeah, that's it. They haven't changed.
Okay. Well, I need to call Robert and find out what his deal is.
Yeah, maybe you buy 4 of them, 2 for Marcus, 2 for yourself or something, huh?
Yep, that sounds good. Have to see, let Marcus decide what he wants to do also.
Okay. Very good. I'm going to go in and see if I can get dinner. But thanks for help tonight, and we'll look for your list in the morning. And I'll have Judy compare your list to mine, but I think we're pretty close. I just can't count the numbers.
Okay. Yep. The only one I put down I need to scratch off was 688 Jay, because we never made contact with him. And that's it.
Yeah, the other one I was shooting for, but I don't think he's home, is 1193 N7 VAZ.
Yeah, he's got a schedule where he's coming, he's home and gone, so haphazardly it's hard to get him.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out when he's going to be home for what band. You just have to call him and pray.
Yep, that works. Okay, Mike, we'll let you go there. You and Judy, K6MYC, KM6SR73.
Okay, I don't know if you want, but I have ivermectin here if you wanted to try that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. When I was back at Dayton, back to the Hamvention there in Xena, coming back I caught it the morning I was at the hotel checking out is when it came down with it, and I gargled with salt water. It didn't do a darn thing to it. And the other time I had COVID, the same thing, the salt water didn't do anything to it. This time I gargled nothing at all, except for now today it's a little bit better, so I don't know if I have it or not.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Ivermectin works on a number of viruses, so it isn't COVID-19 specific. Over.
Okay. The thing is, I don't want to get you exposed to any of this, or Judy either, so I don't know. Well, it seems to be getting a little better. Boy, this morning I could barely talk.
Well, the quicker you get it and try it, you could do it. I think it's $1 a pill or something that I paid, and they're 6.8 milligrams or something. But that's a dosage that would be about right for you. I don't know what it is, how many a day. You can look it up. Dr. Schaffner would tell you.
Okay, well, where is he?
He's in core school. That's Dr. Dan, KJ60JD.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with his last name.
Okay, he's got, we got his cell phone number, and he doesn't mind taking those calls. Well, I don't know if he minds, but he would take it enough to tell you whether what your weight and your weight basically, and then the pill is a 6 milligram pill, and tell you how many to take a day.
Okay, and how many days do you take it?
Up to 2 or 3 weeks until you're well over it, but it's most important to get it quick as you can. So, and you could come by in here and get it. I mean, I can hand it to you, and you don't even have to get out of the car.
Okay, well, let me see if I can give him a call and find out. I think I might have his number written down.
Yeah, the other guy that has his number for sure is Dave, VJ, K6V, mental blank, and also KG6 Charlie Echo Fax is his number also.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Alrighty, 7-3, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow with a voice.
Yep, it's got better from this morning, so hopefully.
Good.
You just got to be healthy for field day.
Well, not field day as much as he's not going to do field day, I don't think. But we got to have him here for June 14, 15.
Oh, he's the chairperson for field day for the club, so he needs to be healthy for field day.
I thought you weren't going to do field day, Rob.
No, I might have been saying I wasn't going to do the Aries field day or the Clovis field day, but yep, I'm the chairman, and Aaron's kind of a co-chairman, so he's working with me on it.
Oh, okay, so he is going to do it. Okay, I misunderstood. All right, guys, 7-3. Thank you, Aaron. Good evening to you. We'll see you tomorrow. K6USY, KM6SRR, and anybody else. K6MYC going that way.
Yeah, good night, Mike. And we will catch you later. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
Hey, Mike, no comment about my GPS locked, huh?
Well, you're solid.
Well, should be working. Took me a while to find a good location for the little antenna. Finally got it to be solid there, so I had to put a special bracket out on the eave, and that's the only way I could get it. But it's supposed to be working. Aaron helped me tune it up.
Okay, must be a weird roof you got that's blocking you. I've got mine in the house, and it's working fine.
Well, this is kind of a north-facing side of the house, so maybe that's why it doesn't want to work real good. I don't know. It just wouldn't work. I had it up on a little valley gutter thing there for under the shingles, and I could tip it either south or north, and it seemed to work up there. So as soon as I put it down under the eave, it wouldn't work.
I'll be darned. Okay. Well, it's solid, and they're not drifting.
And the GPS constellation is everywhere, so it doesn't really matter what direction it's pointed as long as it can get a signal from the sky. But it seems like you found a good spot for it. Yeah, you're right on frequency, Rob.
Yeah, my radio says that, Aaron.
Yeah, you got all those zeros.
Yep, I usually always cheat and have the memory or whatever I last was on off a little bit so that I'm tuned in, so I just go right back to that.